What's up, YouTube gang? You guys already know it's your boy Kyle TV, Shot Squad Life, and we're back with another lit video. You guys already know what we're about to get into, so let's go ahead and ride. But before we do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn that post notification bell on so you can get up to date with all the latest content in my videos. Let's hit it. Boom! You guys already know I had to cop it, man. Y'all know I had to cop it, bro. Like, you guys literally were asking me to do a review on a bunch of firearms, and I did reviews on, like let's just talk about it. I did a review on the GLOCK 45 MOS, GLOCK 19X MOS, the G2C, one on my AR-15, on like a bunch of guns. So like when we're done with this video, I'll drop it in the overfeed so you guys can look at it and we'll talk about it. A lot of y'all been asking me to do a review and like to keep it going. You guys like that, so that's what I want to be able to get, is get that content to you guys more consistently, get out to the range more. So like after this, I'm gonna actually take some of those firearms to the range and we're gonna go shoot it. I'm gonna let you guys rock with me, you know what I'm saying? Take you guys with me, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's open this bad boy up. All right, look at that clean box. Glock, you guys did an amazing job with this. Like, for all my people that like Glocks out here, you guys already know who you are. Like, and if you haven't and you just never had a Glock, then you gotta be able to understand that like Glock is like iPhone. When they make Glocks, it's like a brand new iPhone 10, iPhone 11, iPhone 12, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max. Any Glock, even the oldest iPhone, like the iPod one, man, like it's so iconic, it's so classic, and that's like the main reason why I stick with Glock. Glocks are like iPhones. They're that top of the notch class gun that like most law enforcement, military members, and everyone gets their hands on. So that's what I like. That's the reason why I stick with Glock. Also because of the way they look and they make them. All right, you guys, let's open it up. I'm excited because I've had it for a few days. Ooh, man, look at that. Look at that, bro. You cannot beat that. All right, so check it out. First things first. Ooh, wee mama. Look at that beautiful thing. Yes, that is pretty, y'all. That is nice. Like, check it out. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Can't tell me. You cannot beat that, man. Like, you just can't. So, as I do with all my videos, let me go ahead and hit it to y'all. Rule number one with a weapon. Keep the weapon on safe always until you're ready to fire. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Never shoot anything you don't intend to shoot. Know where your weapon muzzle is pointed at all times, and know where your bullet lies beyond impact at all times. Know your safety and awareness and your left and right lateral limits. Let's go. So, I do have rounds in here. I just want to show you guys that. But it's not loaded. See? So, as you got it. Clear. Clear. You can see right through the hole. All right. So right off the bat, this thing is sexy. It looks nice. I like the tannest look to it. And we're going to talk about a lot of things with it, and I'll bring in one of my other firearms to compare and show you, but it's not really much of a difference. Okay, so what do you get? What do you get when you buy a Glock? Let's find out. So first things first, you're gonna get your Glock. That's that sick bad 19X right there, man. You're gonna get 3 magazines. 2 of them are gonna be mag plus extensions. One of them are gonna have, it's gonna be basically a standard, and that's a 17 rounder. So basically the other 2 hold plus 2. What do I mean by that? I'm about to show you. So these 2 right here hold 17 rounds, but you also get an additional 2, which is on the bottom. So instead of 17, you really get 19 rounds plus 1, that's 20 if you have one in the head. All right. Second, you're gonna get a standard 17 round magazine. That's going to be natural with all Glocks when it comes to the full size guns. That's how they make them. So 17 frame is basically Glock 17, essentially, for those who don't know. All right, next, you're going to get obviously your cleaning utensils, and it's going to be your brush, your bar, so you can slide it through that barrel, get it clean it out when it needs to be clean. Nothing too crazy, right? And then you're gonna have your speed reloader. That's gonna be how you get all your rounds in your firearm when your fingers start to hurt. So you're basically gonna put it on, push it down, slide around in, and there it is. All right. So for those who don't know how to do that and has never used a firearm, in case you're thinking about getting your first firearm, let me show you. Magazine, speed reloader, right? Round. This is the live round, but I'm not going to insert this into the chamber. So you're gonna basically put this right here, drop it on, push that down. All right, now that it's down, it's pulling that spring down so you can put that round in. You're gonna slide it in, let it up, and push the round back. So basically put it in, slide it down, and push it back. Now you have a round in there. All right, that's how you load that. Now the case, the only other thing that I did not mention, which I'm gonna mention now, is you also get a reading manual that teaches you everything you need to know about the gun, the safety, the handling, the care, optimal storage. That is essential. If you've never used that before, I would suggest that you take the time to look at it, because within the last 15 years, they've updated a lot of different things about firearms, and especially with the newer models, including the older models. So you definitely have to pay attention to that. This is the reading manual. This is an important safeguards for Glock. This is what they tell you should use and look at when referencing any important questions that you don't understand with your firearm and how to use it, okay? That goes in the slide end of the box, and I'll show you right now. So now you see it, slides in right up under there, see? Cool. Boom. You also get your back strap. This is gonna go around your firearm to make your grip a lot better, how you prefer it. Some people like me, I have big hands, but I have a small body. So because I have big hands, I still need to get a good grip, and I also don't want it for just the grip, but I want it for this reason right here. See this? Pull the muzzle back. It's the slide barrel. See how this part comes out? I don't want to get cut coming back by that, and that's why I do what I do as far as when I put straps on here. Now, what is so cool and iconic about this gun? Well, Glock had a lot of platforms and a lot of different guns over the years. They went from all the gens, on the 3s, up to the 4s, to the 5s. They've done a lot. This gun was actually meant to compete in a competition with SIG and a bunch of other firearm brands for the military contract. Unfortunately, they did not win. Obviously, there's some clear indicators and reasons why, and I don't know if Glock will fix that in the future, but let's talk about it. So basically, when they made this gun to compete, they wanted to be one of those standard military colors, which is obviously like the Coyote 10 take on it, which is pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty nice. And it's not loaded. You guys already know that. And this is what I meant by the back straps, because that's why I put one on. And when they did that, they also made a bunch of other different essential modifications to go on the firearm, i.e. example, lanyard loop. They put that lanyard loop on there, this right here, so that military members could draw the service firearm or weapon and immediately have it stuck to them at all times with a cord that connects to the actual holster and keeps it from getting lost or falling in any event that it falls out of your hand. They also gave us night sights, which is right here. So basically you line it up. See that? They gave us these night sights. In the dark, when you go to ADS or aim down your sight, sometimes you can't see right, unless of course you have a flashlight mounted. But the purpose of that was members, if their flashlight go out defective and they're in like some type of night operation, and or for military or police officers as well, you can't see. So these glow in the dark, and they did a lot better with these night sights. Let me tell you why. So essentially when you aim down those sights, you can see that it's a lot tighter. It's way more tighter when it comes to your standard generic Glock sights. Those were horrible. I took those off of my 45 MOS as soon as I bought the gun, because on my 45 I already had it, so I didn't need it for that one. And I put on suppressor height night sights by Mariglow, and I put the RMR on there. These night sights are sick. I definitely like them, and I recommend them all the way. These are the only sights that I've seen Glock put on guns that I just completely like fell in love with, because it's something new and something different. It's not something that's gonna be there all the time, where it's that big old gap and you have that small little front postal sight that you have to aim, and you have to be very careful and extra tentative. And you want to be like that anyways when you're shooting, because you don't want to have your target off by inches or hit the wrong person or someone, and that's called being safe with your firearm. The other thing is it's basically a Gen 5. So you have slide release right here, slide release right here. I'm a lefty, so I have to use my slide release right here, which I fell in love with the Gen 5s. That's the reason why I never bought a Gen 4 or a Gen 3, is because, dude, you made it essential for me, and I don't have to always, every single time, push like this or dump a mag in and then pull back, because let me tell you, it gets hard. So pull it to the back, clear, insert. This is what I used to have to do when my rounds come back. I used to have to pull it back like this, or I'd have to push it down when I get another mag in, and that sucks. Believe me, you don't want to have to go through that. So the fact that they made this ambidextrous says a lot. And as soon as I got it out the box, I also went ahead and turned and got the mag release swapped out, because I was like, I'm not leaving this gun store without you guys swapping this for me, because I absolutely, completely do not want to have to do this trick all over again. Instead of having my finger right here and ready to go once I put a mag in and the round is the bolt is forward. I don't like that. I'm fine with it. I'm really fast with it, especially with the AR. But now that I can just simply, put another one in, it's so much easier. I don't have to force myself all the time. So I can just put another one in. Put another one in. Clear. The coat. The coat is beautiful. It is so beautiful. Like, I see people do all these custom mods to their guns when they have the black versions. I don't want to do any of that. This coat is just phenomenal. I love it. It sticks out, and it's no wonder why it always goes out of sale so fast when you try to get your hands on one. They used to have these blue label, but now they don't because of the simple fact that so many people get them, and it's no longer a part of Glock's, well, the military's contract at one point, which it would have been if it had one. So it's not really much blue labels going out, and it's still hard to find one when you can. And then obviously you have that 17 grip with the 19 slide, which is so beautiful. That is the reason why I didn't buy 19, because I told you I have big hands. I can conceal carry and shoot good with a 19, but I prefer this. Like, you see where my hand sits? All the way right here. Like, this much extra space means that I still have room for work in case I grow. So there's no need for me to, it's perfect. Now, their trigger, I don't like to do customizations to my guns, but this might be the first one that I will do customizations to, or I might do one on my 45 MOS, and I'll show you guys that. This is my 45 MOS. Let me show you guys something cool about it. It's not, it does have rounds in, but it's not loaded. See, clear. When they made the 19X, you could also use the 19X magazines, but you can't use the 45 magazines in the 19X. Check it out. See, nice. That is pretty cool. Sick, right? Pretty dope. Yeah, man. It's my 45 MOS. See, check it out. You guys can see it, but not really. But enough talk about this gun. We'll get into this later with the comparison. People love to see it like that. They just love it. And yeah, man, the coating is phenomenal, bro. It's just so beautiful. But the trigger, I might do customization with, because one of my friends, he has the same exact one, and I legit used his gun, like just dry fired it on an empty, no round in the chamber, and it felt so good. He had a 2-pound trigger pull, but I don't think I'll go for a 2-pound trigger pull. That's a little excessive, It was really nice to use, and I had fun with it. Just toying around with it out there because we were at the same gun shop and we were doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, so you got the 2+ base extension plates, which is 17 plus 2 more. That's 19. And if you put one in the head, that's 20 rounds that you have total. And if you put one in the head and put another one in, you basically get a full amount of 21 rounds that you can use for your firearm. And that's the same with my 45 MOS. This gun, just looking at it, it's so nice. Like, I legit just use it and it feels right. Just like my 45, it's the same thing. I wanted it mainly because the color, the lanyard loop, and these. I could have bought these, but there's no way. Like, I'm not gonna go out to make a wannabe 19X color. Like, I'm just gonna acquire it. That way, it's classic, essential, and you have it. It's nice. This is a gun that'll be talked about for a long time later in the future. And shooting, I guarantee, is crisp. Like, when I pull the trigger pull on here, man, and I just shoot with it, it feels so different. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I shot with my 45 MOS 43X, obviously they all have different trigger pulls or very similarly close. But this one, like, no round in. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna pull right there. Reset. Right there. Pull. Reset. Right there. That is sexy. That's crazy. This thing is nice. It's beautiful. And one of the things that I love about this, it's a completely different color. It's still made by Glock. It still has very similar features, but what did I tell you guys? Glocks are like iPhones. They're very nice, like simple with a few designs and whatnot. Nothing too crazy. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing crazy about having all these different designs. Go check out the channel where I did the G3 Toro versus the 45. same design similarly, but different, you know, different body works on it. So it wasn't crazy. But what I recommend you guys do is once you do get a firearm, whether it's your first or it's your 1000th firearm, get a flashlight. So this one is by Eye Protect. And no, I'm not sponsored for them or anything. I'm probably not going to get sponsored for a while until I reach, you know, 1,000 subscribers. So I would hope you guys like the video and share and subscribe. But Eye Protect is basically 2 light settings. So there's 1, there's 2, and then it's off. And then there's a double click on off or on the on mode, which is on now. If you double click it again, it'll go to the lower mode. But if you double click it right here, it goes to the higher mode. So it's pretty cool. And it has a bright light, man. Like, it's freaking crazy. It's phenomenal. And I'm not going to screw it in now because the screw is elsewhere. But I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's on the firearm. So this is basically how it looks when it's on. It's on there. It's seated. Like I said, I don't have the other screw, so that's why I'm not going to go crazy with it. And then you push that button. Now it's on. Off. Strobe. Like, cool, right? But yeah, that's how it looks. I don't have the other screws, so I'm not going to let it go. But that's basically what your Glock will look like if you do decide to put a light mount on there, okay? On the underrail. It's pretty sick. Other than that, this firearm, it's amazing, bro. Like, I like it. This is now probably going to be my EDC. Because don't get me wrong, like, I have the sight on that one, the 45 MOS. But I'm not a huge fan of like sights unless I'm like on the range and whatnot. I like iron sights, and once I put sights on this, I didn't like resent it because I had other firearms without sights. But this is a really great gun too, and these are basically they are the same gun, like literally side by side. They're good. See, only thing is the lanyard loop. They're literally the same gun side by side. Same length and everything. This one was just made for military competition, and this one was just their Gen 5 crossover. That mag well is sick. That helps you, you know, get your mag flush out in and out if it gets jammed. Helps you be able to strip it out harder and better and faster and quicker. But as you can see, it's right there. See? You'll be able to get it out better. So nothing too crazy about that. I want to take this gun to the range. I want to put some shots down range with it. I want to break it in, do my first 500 shots, 1,000 shots review, and I'm gonna do all of that. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that, and just be looking out for my videos. But hey, man, you gotta subscribe. You gotta hit that like button. You gotta subscribe. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but I'm hoping that if we can get, you know, up to like 50 or 100 likes, I'll do a giveaway, and I'll do a 2-person giveaway, so 2 individuals will get the giveaway. Make sure that your notifications for when you subscribe to someone is enabled so that I can see it, because if I can't see it and you tell me you subscribe, it's going to be like kind of hard to, like, you know, I don't want to have to screenshot. So basically just make sure your notifications for a subscription is on, so that way when you subscribe to my channel, comment under the video, you know, like I subscribed or got it, great video, definitely get a subscription for me. And then when I do my giveaway, I can do the random, you know, giveaway to the subscribers. And even for those who aren't just into the gun videos, like if you come across it and you see it, like, hey, my random subscribers giveaway is going to be given to you. So 2 people, 2 winners, so, notification, subscription on, and that's how we're going to do that. I feel like, hey, you ever heard that saying, like, people get a Glock and they don't know how to act? Like, no cap. I feel like that's so true. Some people get one and then they just think they're top security of the world, Craig. That's not me. But it's pretty cool, man. It's sick. I like it. It's dope. The color's great. Matches my hat. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know me, I love Ariat and I love cowboy boots. And even though I'm from the hood, like I got a different aspect of life. So I grew up pretty well cultured with a lot of different things. This mod is so beautiful. Like, when I say mod, I just mean like the build, how it looks and everything. A lot of things that people slip up on is this right here. Like, you see the indication chamber? That tells you if you have a round-end chamber. So basically, I'm not gonna do one right now because it's not as safe on the channel. But basically, when you have a round end, it'll bulk out and you can feel it, and that'll tell you that you have a round in the chamber. And even if you don't know if you have a round in the chamber, always op check it. Pull it back some, look in, make sure it's good. Or just to be safe, what I do is I'll lock the slide all the way to the rear, and I'll look in there and I'll finger it and get it nice and wet and make sure that there's nothing in there. Sit it back, it's good, and I can just slide my mag right back in. Alright? So definitely be safe with guns, man. There's too many people out here, you know, passing away every single day. I don't want to say that other word. And kids too, due to firearm negligence and just improper use. I do have my concealed carry. I definitely recommend that you get it the legal way. Don't acquire your guns the illegal way, because one way or the other, it's gonna catch up to you. I promise you. Everybody out here putting switches on their guns and whatnot. Hey, if that's how you gotta live to, you know, keep you safe, keep your family safe from wherever you're from, and life is harsh out there, by all means. But that's why I just stay indoors. Back to the concealed carry. I use just the trigger cover, and it's not much, but I definitely have some other holsters. I've been wanting to get a new holster, but basically this is the trigger guard, and that's that. And now you can conceal carry it any way you like. So basically, hey, don't judge me, I'm in PJs, because I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? So basically, this is my side. Slide it in. And I have my belt on. I sit like this. I preferably wouldn't use this magazine on concealed carry because it bulks out a little bit unless I have a jacket on. It's raining. Basically, you'll cover it up, and then like obviously you can see the poke out. Don't worry about that, guys, because I'm wearing a shirt, obviously a t-shirt. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, it sits like that, and then you just grab it out the holster, and then you're ready to go. All right, so that's how you use that. And yeah, man, I look, some people don't want holsters on their guns. They don't like them, but it'll save your life one day so you don't accidentally discharge a bullet. Like, I've seen that happen before, legit. And then I'm not gonna disclose what recently happened about like 6 months ago, but basically a kid shot himself in the leg. I'm not gonna say where it's at because of what I do and whatnot. And he got hemmed up. Just say it was not good for him at all. And he's okay, which is a good thing. Thank the Lord, man, because that kind of stuff is like, woo, you don't want to go through that. And I'm pretty sure it hurt bad. He shot himself in the vehicle. But we're not gonna speak too much on that, man. But hey, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Definitely hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, you know, turn that post notification bell on. Hey, I'm doing giveaways. I'm out here grinding, trying to put in the same effort. I know you came across this video. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's your boy Kyle TV, and I'm out.